We should do it tomorrow. He is Indonesian. He want to call me. Who is this Indonesian want to call me? Who is this Indonesian want to call me? Okay, we will take a call. Give me a second to open Skype. Okay. All right. Let's see. Man, standing for long, it hurt. I mean, sitting for long. Sorry. All right. Where is the Muslim who wanna call me? Universal Dawa? Oh, we have a guy, his name is Universal Dawa. All right. You hang up. Universal Dawa, I'm calling you, my friend. You are not online? Yeah, let Imam Murrah call so we can have fun. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Universal Dawa, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but your voice somehow is not clear. Can you, I don't know what's the problem. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
So can I ask you a question about
You
can
want
I
to?
ask you a question about Christianity?
Oh, you want to know about Christianity? You don't want to know about
I
Islam?
want to ask you a question.
You don't want to know about Islam? Hold on, hold on. Let me. I mean, I'm trying to find out why your sound is bad. Hold on.
Why is it only why is it only always offensive on Islam?
What?
Can you not defend your religion?
What?
Can why is it only always offensive on Islam? Can you not defend your religion?
Well, what does have to do with defending my religion? I'm showing you Islam is a stupid religion. So in order to show you, so I have no right to show you Islam is a stupid. Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you. So if you see somebody, I will go with your logic. Why Muhammad cannot concentrate in his religion, but he attacked Christianity? So how come he can do it? We cannot. He said that Christians are wrong. He said the Christians will go to hell. He said the Christians are kuffar. So how come your prophet he can do it, but we cannot do it? Don't you think you are a hypocrite now?
Yeah. So is it not a way to start conversation about Islam?
What?
So you are just tricking now.
I'm what?
You are tricking now because you are just trying to start a conversation about Islam by asking about the Prophet.
Okay, so okay, I want you to help me. You see, maybe I'm wrong, as you are saying. Correct me. What I should do? Teach me what I should do from now on. When I go live on air, what I should do?
Can I ask you about?
No.
Can I ask you about Christianity now?
Sure, no problem. But I want you to tell me what do you want me to do from now on? What do you like me to do so you will be happy? Because I don't want to make you angry.
Talk to me about Christianity.
Huh?
Talk to me about Christianity.
Teach about Christianity. Okay, I will teach about Christianity. Okay, let me teach about Christianity. Okay. Jesus said there's false prophet. They will come watch for them. So we are watching for Muhammad. Here we go.
But I did not even ask a question now.
No problem, but you said you should teach about Christianity. Jesus said, watch for false prophet, false teachers who will come to you in a clothes of a wolf. Clothes of a... Huh? What? Hello? Turn off your camera. I mean, why you are showing me your camera and your what is that? Turn off your camera. This guy, he don't even have good internet, and he is turning the camera for me. He's not answering. Yeah, maybe his internet is bad. It's okay. Do we have another Muslim? Hey, Imam Murrah, man, where are you? Call us. We need the love. Yes, sir. Okay. We have a Muslim trying to call. None of them is answering. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend. Turn off your camera, please. And tell me what you
Yes,
like.
what should I tell you?
I don't know.
I
You,
don't
you
understand.
you are the one who called me. I have missed calls from you. You are calling me for what reason?
Yes, this is true, because I wanted to debate with you.
All right.
So the first question, yes, the first question was what's the topic today?
The topic today that Muhammad is a fraud.
Okay, and how can you prove that he's a fraud?
Well, give me anything he told you, and I will prove it to be fraud. Give me. Here you go. It's an open challenge for you with in a friendly way. Give me anything Muhammad he said, and I will prove that it is wrong and it's false. Go ahead. Anything.
Yes, for example, he said that Muslims should do something like zakat. This means to spend money to the poor people.
So this is what Muhammad taught you. Okay. First of all, the word zakat
Yes.
is not an Arabic. It's a Hebrew word, and that's mean Muhammad is a thief, because the Quran says that the Quran is a pure Arabic. وَجَعَلْنَاهُ قُرْآنًا عَرَبِيًّا. So this is a pure Arabic, but zakat is not an Arabic word. Secondly, what is the zakat to pay according to Muhammad?
I don't exactly know, but I think it depends on how much money you have.
No. See, the funny that in the Bible it says that you have to pay the zakat, which is 10%. Muhammad never said how much, so it is very stupid. What does that mean? As an example, if you go around the Kaaba 7 times, is the same as freeing a slave. So you do not need to do anything. Now go around the Kaaba and kiss the black stone, and that's it. You are done. So you do not even need to feed the poor. Do you have to feed the poor, or you just go around the Kaaba?
No, I don't think. I don't think so. I think you have to go around the Kaaba, but I don't know. I don't exactly know.
What do you mean?
I think I think we should do both of them.
Okay, we should do both, but isn't okay. You see, I don't know how much you know about your prophet, but when your prophet he says if you do go around the Kaaba is the same as doing etc. That's mean you do not need to do it. You know, go around the Kaaba. It's a better choice. It's easier choice.
Yes, this is true. It's easy. It's easier. when you go around the Kaaba.
Okay, so what is the charity? How this can be charity? You go around the Kaaba a few times, and that is better than giving money to the poor?
No, I don't think it's better. I think when you give money to the poor, this is better than going around the Kaaba. But I don't know. Both of them is good. But I think if you give money to poor people, I think this is better.
Okay, so are you agreeing that Muhammad is wrong when he says that?
But I don't think that he's wrong because when he says that going around the Kaaba is just like giving money to the poor, I think this is a reason behind this, and I think Allah knows why it's the same.
Okay, so what?
But I think.
So what does that mean? I mean, why I have to go around the Kaaba, and that will be better than feeding the poor? How that can be not wrong? Which one? The Kaaba need food. The Kaaba. So what you do when you go around the Kaaba? Nothing. I mean, what is that? This is a pagan practice. The Arab, they used to go around the Kaaba, and they used to go to practice this, and even they used to kiss and worship the black stone as Muhammad he did.
Yes, I think when people do this, I think that this is a good that this is good deeds that they do.
Okay,
but I don't know
how it is good deed by going around a stone and kissing a stone. How that can be a good deed?
I don't know.
What you are the one who's saying to me it's a good deed.
Yes, it may be a good deed because maybe Allah said that we should do this, and this is why it's a good deed. But I don't know why. But Allah knows why it's good. I don't know.
You see the hadith in front of us on the screen. I don't know if you can see it. It says that the one who touched the stone, the black stone and the Yemeni corner, Allah, oh sorry, the black stone will erase his sin. How a black stone will erase your sin? Or did it say Allah will erase your sin? As the Muslims they will say, oh, it's Allah will erase your sin. So how touching a stone will erase your sin, and feeding the poor will not erase your sin? Because still you have to ask Allah for forgiveness, etc. Here you just go, touch the stone, kiss it, touch the Yemeni corner, which have stones from Yemen, from the temple of Makkah, and then your sin is erased. How that can happen?
Yes, I don't know. I don't know how this can happen.
Okay, do you understand that going around and believing in stones, those is literally, not metaphorically, that by touching them, don't you think that this is a pagan practice? What do you think? Okay, yeah, bad internet. Are you there? Look like we lost him. Hello? Oh, I don't know. Bad internet. What we can do? We are reconnecting. Let us call him again. He's not answering. I will put the speakers down so he will not annoy us, the sound. So guys, look at this logic. Muhammad, he says, pay zakat. And this is an order from the Old Testament, not from Islam. And how you pay zakat? You go and attack your neighbors, the Christians and the Jews. You take their money, you give some money to the poor, and keep 99% of it to your pocket. And that is supposedly will make you a good person. Hello? Oh, not answer. Let us see the first one. We lost him. Universal Dawah, his name. Universal Dawah. This guy, he's professional. He do Dawah. Yes, Universal. Speak louder, please. Speak louder. Okay, what do you want to say? Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but the sound is not good. I don't know why. You need to get close to the microphone. Go ahead.
Can you not hear me clearly?
Yeah, okay, now I hear you better. Okay, go ahead.
So can I ask you a question about Christianity?
Sure, go ahead.
So this flesh of Jesus died on cross, right?
Okay.
Do you agree?
You just give me the question, don't me now. Is that like a, we are not kids, my friend. Give me the question.
Yeah. So was flesh of Jesus a part of Trinity?
Part of what?
Trinity.
Part of his deity? Okay, this is a good question actually. I want you to listen carefully, guys. This guy is saying.
Flesh of Jesus
okay, sounds okay.
Jesus a part of Trinity?
So I want to ask you first. Do you think that the flesh of Jesus is part of the deity or not? What do you think?
I think no.
No. Okay. So how you answer this? Your God Allah, He have a flesh, and you just said.
Again.
Hold on. You see, because we have to connect the dots. You are a Muslim, I'm a Christian, so we have put both together and see how stupid what you just said. You just agreed that Allah, He is inside the flesh, which is not from His deity. So Allah can go inside His creation.
I did not hear clearly. What?
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 Allah, what? Hold on.
I thought you said I thought you asked if Jesus, flesh of Jesus was part of Trinity or not.
Yes. You are the one who asked the question, not me. I said to you, do you agree? Is it part or not? You said, no, it's not. Okay, so now what do you want to say else next? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, and what?
So, if flesh of Jesus was not a part of Trinity, so no one from Trinity died for your sins, right?
Okay, so and what does that mean? If the flesh of Jesus is not the deity, it's not the... Okay, what does that mean?
I mean, flesh of Jesus is not a part of Trinity, and flesh died for your sins. So no one from Trinity died for your sins.
Okay.
Right?
So, and what does that mean?
That means no one from Father, Son, and Holy Spirit died for your sins.
Okay, but what the flesh of Jesus have to do now with the Trinity? I'm trying to understand. What does the flesh have to do with the Trinity? Still, Jesus is Jesus. God is one, and God, He came to us in a flesh of a man. In front of you, you will see that Allah, He come to you in a shape, maybe shape of an octopus, a goat, we do not know. So Allah will come to you in a shape.
Okay.
Is that shape is part of Allah, or it's not part of Allah?
So,
huh?
So Jesus has two natures, right?
What?
Flesh and human. Yeah, flesh and divine.
Flesh and divine. Well, this is how He came to us, yes.
Yeah.
And?
Yeah. So, and flesh is not a part of Trinity.
And who said?
So no one from Trinity.
Okay, hold on. The flesh is not part of a Trinity. What does that mean exactly?
That means flesh is not a part of. It's not connected to Trinity.
Who said so?
I asked you. You said yes.
I did not say anything. I said, okay, I'm listening to you.
Okay. So what do you think? Is it yes or no?
You see, when God, he came to us in the flesh of a man, that God is in that man. So that the flesh at that moment is God in that man. As simple as that. So Jesus,
Yeah, so
Jesus the man,
is it part of
Jesus the,
nature?
hold on, Jesus
So
the
is it
man,
part of
hold on,
nature or not?
Jesus the man, he is
I'm
God.
holding on.
Let me answer you. So Jesus the God, who is Jesus the man, is the same person. There's not two persons there. You are assuming that there's two persons. No, it's one person. So when you say the flesh is part, are you talking about cutting the flesh of meat? Jesus is the flesh. He is the flesh, and he is the Son of God. So he came to us, and he said, "Before Abraham, I am." So his birth. Hold on. So his birth. So his birth had nothing to do with his existence, for he was exist before he came to us in the flesh of a man. He was the Word of God. So when God in the flesh of the man, yes, that the flesh of the man is God in that the flesh of the man. So you cannot say part or not part. This is not a game. This is not a piece of a cheese. You take it from here, you put it there. So you are misleading yourself, fooling yourself. Your God Allah, he come to Moses in a tree. Was the tree part of the flesh of Allah or it's not?
No, he talked through that tree.
No, he did not. Let me see. Here we go. Let's show everybody. Everybody will laugh at you. The tree spoke. It says, "I am Allah."
But you are the only one who is laughing now.
No, here we go. Let's see. Everybody will read. I want you to read the verse for me. Can you see?
Yeah, everyone in your live stream is laughing. So
my friend, can you read the verse for me?
I'm not seeing the verse now.
Oh, you want me to show you the verse? Okay, here we go. This is the verse.
I can see it.
Okay.
I'm not seeing your live stream now.
Okay.
I'm on Skype.
Okay. So the voice came. You are the one who said the voice came from the tree, right?
Don't you want to talk about Christianity?
Okay. No, we're talking about Christianity now. We're talking about how God he act. So when Allah he spoke from the tree, he was the tree or he was a bird in the tree?
He was talking through the tree.
Through the tree. Okay. So the tree. Okay, thank you guys. Did you hear it? So Allah he spoke through the tree. So the tree was talking, but it's Allah.
No. You are talking through your mobile now. So
no,
is
okay.
your mobile talking or yours?
Okay, so the tree. So okay, so the tree. Okay, hold on. Okay, but he says, "I am Allah." The tree said, "I am Allah" by speaking from through the tree. The tree is a piece of technology now. So you are saying to me, look how funny what you say. The tree is the same as a cell phone according to you. And now Allah is using the tree to speak from the tree, and this is his cell phone. Who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? Secondly, I want you to show me one Islamic scholar agree with you that no, I want you to show me one Islamic scholar agree with you that the tree of Allah was the phone of Allah. Allah was not there. Because if you read with me, it says, hold on. Okay, it says,
give you an analogy.
Okay, analogy, no problem. It says, when he reached the fire, was called from the right side of the valley in the blessed place. Why it's a blessed that place? The location is the blessed. Why? Is Allah there or not there?
It's blessed because Allah talked through it.
But he did not talk yet. But he did, okay. But is the sound of Allah? Okay, hold on. So if Allah spoke that, hold on. So you are saying to me, if Allah spoke, that will make the whole land there holy, or only that spot?
Only that part, because Allah.
Okay, so why that spot? Okay, so why that spot only? Why that spot only? Is that because Allah exists there, or his voice was exist there?
Through it.
Huh?
Yeah, because Allah talked through it, not the whole.
Okay, so now we have a new Kaaba. It's called the Holy Tree, for this is the holy spot of Allah, the only place Allah spoke from. Allah never spoke from the Kaaba, and Allah never went to the Kaaba, and Allah never touched the Kaaba, but Allah he was in the top of the tree. So you Muslims, if you are decent, you should go find that tree and go around the Kaaba and bow down to the tree, because this is your God. For God, your God, he says to you that this is a holy spot, and he is there in the tree, as as you are saying to me, and you are confirming to me that this is a holy spot, for Allah was speaking from there.
I said it's a blessed spot.
Okay, why it's blessed? Why it's blessed?
Because the Prophet was there and Allah talked through it.
No, the Prophet, he did not even touch it. The Prophet, he did not touch the tree.
But he was.
Allah was in the tree, and he spoke from the tree, and he said to him, I am Allah. Who spoke? You said to me, oh, the tree spoke. So the tree said, I am Allah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm waiting.
Wait a minute. I did not hear. My mom was calling me, so.
Ah, your mom. Ah, okay, say hi to your mom. Now let me ask you. Did you just say that Allah spoke through the tree? So, and the tree says, I am Allah. So now Moses is standing in front of the tree, and the tree speaking to him, saying to him, I am Allah. What does that mean? That means Allah is a tree.
Okay. So if you say I'm Christian, please, from your mic. So does it mean your mic is saying I'm Christian, please, or?
Yeah, but you see, you are being silly now, because at that time there's no technology. Now we understand that this is possible, that to speak with use a phone. So you are saying to me that Allah can speak. Okay, so you are saying to me, okay, so now if I hear, okay, hold on, is it possible for you as a Muslim? Okay, is it possible for you as a Muslim to hear the voice of Allah from the toilet seat, and Allah use the toilet seat as a phone? Is that possible? Is that okay?
No.
Why no? A second ago you said it's possible. You see the hypocrisy? A second ago you said it is a phone. He spoke from the tree, but he was not in the tree. Now I ask you, if it's a toilet seat, is it possible? You said no. So you are being hypocrite, because if it's possible there, it's possible there too.
It's possible, but it won't happen.
Why it won't happen?
Because a king can clean the toilet of a slave, but he.
So are you saying to me that if the voice of Allah go inside the toilet, Allah's voice will be dirty?
I'm not saying. I'm saying it won't happen.
The tree is the same. The tree, there's birds, they stand on it, they do poop on it, they do pee on it. I mean, it's a tree. There's worms, there's etc. So you are being hypocrite again. You are being hypocrite again. If the tree is holy, and then that's mean the existence of God doesn't matter where, the place will be holy. Wherever God goes, holiness will come. So now you are being hypocrite, and this is showing us the stupidity of the cult of Islam. Now I'm asking you, you are the one who called me to ask me a question. You said that is the flesh of Jesus is part of the Trinity, which is a very stupid question, because what the flesh, we don't measure Jesus by kilogram. As if you're saying to me, is if we take 1 kilogram of Jesus' flesh, is that the Trinity? That's stupid a question, my friend. For God, he can come to us as he wish. As an example, we will see that God the Father, he came and he spoke to him. The Holy Spirit spoke through a bird and said, this is my only begotten Son, which I sent to the world. So are you going to say to me the bird now is part of the Trinity? That's a stupid of you to say. So Muslims, they play games, and when they play games, they look like a bunch of fools. So God, he appear. When God, he appear in a way he want. So here we go. I gave an example from the Quran. Allah, he appeared to Moses as a fire, you idiot, not even as a tree, because you do not know your book. You are playing the game all this time, saying yes, because you're an idiot. Because okay, hold on. Allah was in the tree or was in the fire? You don't know. Because you Muslims are confused. Okay, let me rephrase the question for you. Allah was in the fire. Allah was in the fire or in the tree?
Are you inside your mobile now or inside your mic?
I'm asking you, is Allah inside the fire or is inside the tree?
He was not there. He was not there.
What is the proof he was not there? What is the proof? Okay, you are saying to me he was not there. So who was there?
What is the proof that he was there? What is the proof?
Okay, let us see what is the proof, guys. When the Muslims they talk, always they make me laugh for a very simple reason. They do not know their book, and they call you, supposedly they school you to teach you that you are wrong. That's what the Quran says, that blessed is the one who is in the fire and the one who is around it. You said he is not in the fire. Everybody heard you.
Yeah.
But the Quran chapter 27 verse 8, it says, but when he came to the fire, a voice was heard from the blessed tree, in the fire.
Yeah.
Blessed are those in the fire. Here you notice something, it says, okay, it says those. How many Allah you have in the fire? You are the one who says Allah is talking, correct?
Let me see the verse. Wait.
Okay, read the verse.
So can it not mean that blessed are those who are getting the heat from the fire?
Getting what? The heat? What heat?
Heat, yeah.
What heat? Heat?
Hot heat.
What?
Yeah.
What? What heat? It says, bless those who they are in the fire. Who is in the fire?
People who are getting the hotness of the fire.
My friend, they are in the fire, not around the fire. In. Do you know what in mean? Not the one around it. In. It says, bless those who they are in the fire and the one who is around the fire. So who is the one is in the fire?
Voice of Allah.
So the voice of Allah is in the fire. And where is the fire?
An element.
In the bush, in the tree. Correct?
No.
What?
I said it's an element.
What?
It's an element.
Element. So Allah is element?
No, I'm saying, you ask what's a fire?
Okay, who is in the fire? You said Allah voice in the fire, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, a second ago you said to me when Allah spoke from the tree is like a cell phone. So now we notice that Allah have two cell phone. He have the fire and he have the tree. Which one is was using? Who spoke, the tree or the fire?
No. You are talking, so your voice is coming through the phone, right? Your voice is inside the phone.
Okay.
In a way. So, does it mean you are inside the phone?
Well, my voice is there, right? Is the voice of Allah is part of the flesh of Allah?
No.
Allah voice is not part of Allah. Guys, did you hear this? Did you hear this guy? Did you hear this guy? Allah voice is not part of Allah. So what does that mean?
Nah, you ask flesh of Allah. You ask something like
okay,
that.
so the voice of Allah is what?
It's voice of Allah is an attribute of Allah.
A voice is an attribute. What does that mean? I never heard of this.
No.
That the voice is attribute. How come? How that?
His speech.
His what?
Ability to speak is an attribute of Allah.
Okay, I'm not asking you about his ability to speak or not. I'm asking you the voice itself. Is it part of Allah or it's not?
So, that's a philosophical question. I don't know.
You don't know. That's a good answer, by the way. You do not know. This is the only way a Muslim he can escape the embarrassment. So you Muslims, you have religion. All of it is based on I don't know, and then you claim to be a person who is going to teach me and correct me. So let us go back to zero. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. Okay, so now let us go back to zero. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. So the voice of Jesus which came from inside the flesh of Jesus, is that Jesus or not for you?
It's not Jesus for me.
So the voice of Jesus is speaking from inside the flesh of Jesus is not Jesus, according to you.
Yeah.
So who was talking?
I mean, the speech was not Jesus. It was coming from...
No, the voice. Forget about the speech. Forget about what he said. The voice which is the voice of Jesus. Is that Jesus? You know, in the Bible it says in the beginning it was... Hold on. Okay, let us make it simple for you. Let's make it simple for you, Mr. Dawah. The word of Allah, is it part of Allah or not?
Word of Allah. What do you mean? Can you explain it?
I mean, how come you don't know what the word of Allah? Allah, he have words. Okay, is the word of Allah is Allah or it's not Allah?
It's not Allah, but...
Okay, is the word of Allah, is it created or not created?
Word of Allah? It's not created.
Thank you very much, guys. The word of Allah is not Allah. Be my witness. He said that, not me. And the word of Allah isn't created. So now we have two divine. We have Allah not created. We have the word not created. And Allah did not create the word. So who is the one who created the word? Nobody. So Allah, so you Muslims, no, stop saying attribute, a crazy person, because attribute, when you say attribute, that means you are describing God, right? So the word of Allah, you just said it's not part of Allah. It is not Allah. You just said that. So don't stop playing games. The word of Allah not created.
Islam of Yahweh.
Okay, listen, don't change the topic. So the word of Allah not created. So what is the word of Allah if it's not created? If it's not coming from Allah, Allah did not create the word of Allah. Where Allah he got the word from?
He got it from the beginning.
He got it from
He
where?
had it from the beginning.
Guys, he got it from the beginning. From
Do you
where?
know that?
Guys, listen. He got it from the beginning. What does that mean? Where Allah, as long he is not the one who created the word, that means this is not his word. Listen. If this word is not from Allah, is it from Allah or not from Allah?
It's from him.
Okay, if it's from him, so how come is it created by him?
If you, your leg is with you. So did you create it or?
You see, when I speak, I am now giving you my word. So when I move my tongue, I make a sound, and that sound resemble a word. So it's coming from me. So, but you just say that the word of Allah is not created by Allah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not from him.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, guys. He just said, yeah, wonderful. So the word of Allah is not from Allah. So the word of Allah from where?
It's like lawyer. No, it's like lawyer asking people and say yes.
What lawyer?
Yes.
You say the word of Allah is not from Allah anymore. So where is the word of Allah coming from? So the Quran is not from Allah because it's not created by Allah.
It's from Allah.
My friend, hold on.
He did not create
Just to show you how confused this religion. This is my book. We are giving it for free for the Indonesian people. Deception of Allah for free in their language. Okay.
I'm not saying
Who is the
I'm saying
okay, my words is in that book. Who is the author of the words? Christian Prince. If I ask you, who is the author of the Quran? You cannot say Allah because you just say the word of Allah is not created by Allah.
But it's from him.
Okay, how it can be from him but not created by him?
Because it exists with him and it exists in his attribute.
My friend, the word of Allah is an attribute now?
Not word of Allah, but it exists in his attribute, right?
No, it's not right. It's not right. No, it's not right. It's not right. No, it's not right. Because simply attribute is a stupid statement. You keep saying attribute, but obviously you do not know what attribute. As an example, your prophet, your God Allah, one of his names is the believer. He believe in what? He worship somebody? Al-Mu'min. How Allah can be a believer? Believe in what? So you have many stupid attributes in your religion, which doesn't make sense. Secondly, when you say the word of Allah is attribute, you are making the word of Allah part of the description when the word is not. You see, when we say to you, is the Quran created? You say no. When you say attribute, Allah, he told you about himself, and then from those things you learn that Allah have attribute, and all of them, they are stupid. But the Quran is a different story. The word of Allah, you just said it exists from the beginning. Beginning of what?
Yeah.
That's mean Allah and the Quran, they will exist independently from each other. And that's mean you Muslims, you have two divine, both of them not created. Allah that created, Quran that created. In Christianity, no. In Christianity, in the book of John, it says in the beginning it was the word, and the word was with God, and the word is the God. So the word of God in Christianity, hold on. You see, here we see the stupidity of Islam, because the word of God in Christianity is God, so there's no confusion. God is one. You Muslim, you claim that your God is one. No, hold on.
So
you claim that your God
of God be equal to God who has more unlimited attributes. It's nonsense.
Who care about unlimited or not unlimited? Don't change the topic. The word of God in the Islam is not created. The word of God in Islam is not created. The word of God is not created. Okay, hold on. Okay, is Jesus created by Allah?
What?
Is Jesus created by Allah?
Yeah.
Okay, but you just said the word of Allah is not created.
Yeah.
But Jesus is the word of Allah according to the Quran.
It's word from Allah. That's what it says.
Thank you. But you okay? Isn't it the Quran a word from Allah?
What?
Isn't it the Quran a word from Allah?
I didn't understand.
No, you understand very well, but you wanna play dumb now. I'm saying, isn't the Quran is a word from Allah? Isn't the Quran? Isn't the Quran itself is a word from Allah? You said that already. You said yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the Quran is the word of Allah, and it's not created. Jesus is the word from Allah, and it's not created. Then
why?
And exists with him from the beginning. You are the one who said that. We asked you when the Quran was exist. You said it exists from the beginning.
Okay.
Who created the Quran? You said nobody. Okay. And you said the word of Allah, not created. Okay, so Jesus is the word of Allah and not created.
I said it, not you. So let me explain. Okay. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. So what attribute of Allah that exists with him and the word Allah created, both are from him, right?
My friend, where is the word attribute coming? You know, you keep
So
playing games.
Use the logic that
No, I am asking you. You said the word of Allah. The word of Allah.
This terrible diagram.
The word of Allah, is it created or not? Let's go back to zero. Is the word of Allah created? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, Jesus is the word of Allah. Is he created? Yes or no?
He is word from Allah, not word of Allah.
Well, if he is the word from Allah, that means he's the word of Allah. Are you crazy or what? It says he is the word from Allah. Thank you, guys. He is the word. He is. You just said he is the word from Allah. Okay, the Quran is a word from Allah too.
Yeah.
Okay, is the Quran created? You said no.
It's also word of Allah.
The word of Allah.
It's also word of Allah, right?
What? Say again.
It's Quran is a word from Allah, but also word of Allah, right?
Okay. And?
But Jesus is not word of Allah. It's word from Allah.
Ah, so he's a word from Allah, but he's not the word of Allah. That's stupid. That's the most stupid thing is. So when you say he is the word of Allah, but is not the word of Allah, that is the most stupid statement ever I heard. When you say this car is a car from Allah, and you say this is not a car from Allah. How you that? You just said he is a word from Allah. Okay, are you saying to me that this word is not Allah word? He borrowed it from somebody, but he sent it to us from him?
Now he created it, then sent it. So it's what from
But you
Allah,
are the one who told me
attribute.
how where the word created is. You see, he is a word from Allah, and you are the one who
I can
confirmed.
show you the verse.
Oh, hold on. You are the one who confirmed that the word of Allah that created.
But I said what from Allah is created.
No problem.
Jesus, what from Allah.
Okay, but the word of Allah is not created.
Yeah.
Okay, so how he is a word from Allah, but he is created, and the word of Allah that created?
What from Allah is not
Okay,
word from
Abdul.
Allah.
Abdul.
Okay,
Let me.
if you give
I will make it simple for you.
okay,
Oh no. I will make it simple for
I
you.
will make it simple for you.
No. You are obviously you are very slow.
It's a car from you.
Okay, my friend. Okay, I want you
right?
to look at the screen. I want you to look at the screen. I'm going to make a drawing.
I cannot look at it.
You cannot look at it. Why you cannot? A second ago you said to me you are not. You need to look at the screen.
I can see your screen. I can see. I'm on Skype now.
Okay. All right. So here we go. He is a word from Allah. From Allah. Okay. That word is confirmed to be from Allah. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Can you say it again?
Do you agree that the word is from Allah?
Yeah.
Okay. Where Allah he get this word from?
Yeah. He created it.
He created it. Okay. So word of Allah, conclusion, word of Allah is a created.
Word of Allah, not word of Allah. I said word from Allah.
No problem, doesn't matter. A word from Allah is a word of Allah. What's wrong with you?
No. If you give me a car, so
Okay, hold on. Guys, so okay,
right?
so when Allah he created Jesus, what he used?
What?
When Allah he created Jesus, what he used?
What he used? What do you mean?
I don't know. You tell me. How he created Jesus?
He just said be and it just became.
But this is not what the Quran says. The Quran says that Allah he sent his spirit, and then he blew into her Maryam vagina, and then she had a child. So
right?
okay, I will go with you just for the sake of comedy. So Allah he said be what?
So you are doing comedy here, right?
Okay, he said what? Be Jesus? Okay, did Allah say did Allah say be Jesus?
No.
What he said?
Be.
Okay, so Allah, he said be. Is the word be created? Is the word be created?
No.
Okay, not created.
But Jesus is not the bee. He was created for the bee. That's why Jesus was created. But he is not the bee. Well,
okay, my friend, you see this, one of the stupidity we see always from Muslims when they try to convince us something is what they say. You just say that Allah, he said to Jesus be, and he was.
I'm better than you.
You just said Allah, he said be to Jesus, and he was. But the Quran say different story, that Allah, he sent his spirit, and his spirit blew into and actually the Quran says وَنَفَخْنَا فِي فَرْجِهَا نَفَخْنَا فِي فَرْجِهَا, Allah, he blew into her vagina. So where is the word be there in the story?
You are cutting off, dude.
You hear me very well. Allah, he blew in her vagina. He did not say be. Where is the word be?
Can you say it again?
Allah, he blew in Mary's vagina. Correct?
What? Can you repeat it? Can you repeat it?
Allah, he blew in
I did not
Mary.
hear.
Filthy language in the Quran. Allah, والتي أحصنت فرجها فنفخنا فيها من روحنا. So this is how Allah supposedly he made Mary carry a son. He did not say be. I hear you. He's trying to get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you ask?
I'm saying the Quran says that when Allah, he wanted Mary to have a son, when Allah, he wanted to have Mary to have a son, he did not say be, as you see. The Muslim even did like.
Wait.
You hear me very well. There's no way. And look at this false translation, guys. He blew in her shirt. The word farjaha is her shirt. It's a vagina. It says the one who preserved her shirt. Just to show you how stupid this translation. It says here, and remember the one who guarded her chastity. But there is no chastity here. The word is farjaha. So now the word farjaha, which is now coming as a chastity, became a shirt. So why Allah, he chose Mary? Because she did not make her shirt dirty. She preserved her shirt. I mean, do you see the stupidity of the translation? How easy to expose? The same word is existed twice in the Quran. وَالَّتِي أَحْصَنَتْ فَرْجَهَا. Farjaha. So how come farjaha here became a shirt? If you go to the other verse, you will see the same. Chapter 66, verse number 12. The word farjaha, they translate as a chastity. The fact it is not chastity, it's a farjaha, it's a vagina. And then we breathe into her shirt. Abdul. Okay, let's try to call him one more time. Because he's badly yeah, we cannot reach him. Maybe he's offline now. So you see, guys, the stupidity. They come with the questions very silly. Is the flesh of Jesus is part of the Trinity? What is that? I mean, this is stupid, my friend. God, he come to us in any way he wish, and God is still the same. God, he appear as a bird, but doesn't mean that he is a bird. God appear as a man. He come as he wish. For God is almighty. He can do as he wish. If God cannot come to us as he wish, he cannot be God too. God can appear as an angel if he want. God can appear as a bird. God can come to us as a man. Jesus said clearly that before Abraham I am. Okay, how he was before Abraham. And the Jews, they said to him, we are not even 50 years old. How you can be before Abraham? Abraham is dead. And he was exist long time ago. So the existence of Jesus have nothing to do with the flesh. And here you see the stupidity of those copy-paste people. None of them understand what he's talking about. They are copy-paste nation. In the beginning it was the word, and look how confusing this cult is. The Muslims now, they have a belief that the Quran is not created. So now we have Allah and the Quran not created. So we have two gods. And this is why the deception of Allah is a perfect description for what the Quran is saying to us. It's a deception. Allah is the only God, but the Quran is created by Allah. I thought everything created by Allah. Do you notice, guys? If you ask any Muslim, is everything created by Allah? They say yes, all of them. Why? Because they don't know. They give you false answers. The answer, no, not everything created by Allah according to Islam. The Quran is not. Actually, there's a guy who claimed that the Quran created by Allah. The Caliphate, he chopped his head in the mosque like a sheep for saying that. He told them, today we used to slaughter a sheep, but today we will slaughter this guy. Who is this guy? The guy who said that the Quran is created.